beautiful souls. It's Hannah Love. I'm looking for my lighter because I want to burn my sage. Well, it's not here, so that's okay. Anyways, I wanted to talk about heaven on earth because I've been going through different series of initiations lately, especially with the Sophia codes. If you guys have ever heard of the Sophia codes, it's absolutely beautiful. Hello! Bringing back. And the Sophia codes walks you through different initiations with different archangels. And I've been getting so many beautiful downloads, really creating my own divine temple and bringing back my my soul purpose, my gifts and talents, and what I'm here to do and help you guys do. And I am here to help create heaven on earth by helping you tap into your divine blueprint so you can become your own master psychic and healer, because that is my version of heaven on earth. And we're so conditioned. I just made a post about this. We are so conditioned to suffer. It's in the media, it's in the news 24/7. There's, you see videos of people fighting in the news. They talk about positive things sometimes, but 75% of the news and what's in the media is all negative. It's rape, murder, manipulations, things that are hurting our consciousness. And it's too much shadow. And it's important to recognize and to acknowledge the shadow. It's very important. Otherwise, you're just putting a Band-Aid on challenges and issues within the world that want to be healed. But too much of the shadow, it creates an imbalance and a disharmony within ourselves. It creates mental, emotional, and physical ailments and disconnects us from God. Disconnects us from source and all that we are. So to create a balance is by allowing ourselves to focus on heaven, on what heaven means for us. Everybody has a different dream of what heaven on earth means. But everyone's dream of heaven on earth is important because we're all contributing in our own way, in the highest good for all, because we are putting more love and an intention into the world so we can create this ripple effect that creates healing amongst all people. It's just like your body. Like the reason why we have certain physical ailments, or we get fearful or depressed or anxious, or we get diseases or cancers, is because we're not loving our bodies. We're treating ourselves poorly, or we have too much and we're too engulfed in the shadow. We're too engulfed in what's not working. But when we can start to lean towards loving ourselves, loving the shadow, accepting the shadow, and moving towards, okay, what is a better feeling thought? What is a better feeling emotion? If I was living in heaven right now, how would my life be? How would I feel? What would it look like? And even if you're still learning how to do this, you can say and focus on things very simple. Like maybe your heaven on earth would be you waking up every day and walking on the beach. Something that simple. You can just start envisioning that to yourself. Saying mantras. I'm so grateful that I get to wake up every day living another life. It could be that simple. It could be, I'm so grateful I get to wake up every day and put a smile on my face just because I simply get to choose to do so. And when we start to lean more into creating heaven and knowing that heaven already exists, it's just a state of being, it's a consciousness, it's already there, because something cannot exist unless it is... Well, something cannot exist unless it is spoken about. And in order for it to be spoken about, it has to already exist. So the reason why heaven on earth already exists is because it's being spoken about. If something wasn't a thought, then it wouldn't even be in existence right now. So like if anything that is spoken about is real in some dimension. Whether it's real in your dimension or not, it's real in some dimension or some reality or in somebody's thoughts. So the more that we can focus on heaven and start speaking into existence that we're already living in heaven right now, then we can start to create more unconditional love, happiness, unity, equality, forgiveness, compassion, and bring people together. And I know it can be a challenge. You're like, Hannah, how can, hello? Oh, do you want to join? Go live with, oh, I don't know. It looked like you were, inviting me. Anyways, but, what was I saying? But the more, I forgot what I was saying. But the more we, if we're focusing too much on the shadow and not enough on heaven, then we're still in the conditioning and in the old programs of the old paradigm. So the way to create heaven is to start speaking heaven into existence as if we're already living it and sharing our vision of heaven so we can start to inspire other people doing the same thing. Right now, I am already living in my own heaven because I've created this. This is exactly the life that I've been wanting to live because I believe it and I speak it into existence. So it has come true. I'm traveling the world. I'm doing what I love. I'm teaching other people how to become master psychics and healers because this is my heaven on earth. And if I can do it, then anybody can do it. There's millions of people out there right now who are living their heaven on earth because even though we're all human and we experience fear, we experience anxiety, and we experience traumas, we can shift out of those traumas. We can shift out of those fears. It is possible. And it's by meditation, by speaking mantras and affirmations to existence. It's by believing in ourselves, by doing visualizations, by getting into the emotions that you desire to be in as if you were already living in heaven, by seeking support and affirming every day, I am living in my own heaven on earth. I am a divine creator of my own reality and I get to create whatever I want whenever I want. And even though sometimes maybe I experience fear or anxiety or all these other lower vibrational emotions or feelings, it's okay. I forgive myself and I can continue to create my own heaven anyway. Hello. So like me personally, I still experience fear. I still experience anxiety, but it's so easy for me to get out of it because I have the awareness and I practice every day meditation. I take care of my body. I do what feels right for my body. And when I experience guilt or shame or these other emotions that are uncomfortable, I ask myself, why are these coming up right now? How can I support myself? How can I ask for support? How can I receive support from the universe? Your quality of life is determined by the quality of questions you ask it. And a lot of time people are asking shitty questions so they get shitty answers. What I mean by that is that people, since humans are so conditioned to suffer, we often ask questions like, wow, could this day get any worse? And when you ask something like that, the universe is going to be like, yep, it can. Let me show you how, because your subconscious is focused on what can go worse instead of how can this day get any better. And when you can start to ask questions like that, your subconscious, the universe, will start to give you reasons to focus on, oh, this is going great, that's going great, this is amazing. That's why they say when you focus on gratitude, when you're raising your vibration, you focus more on what you desire. You focus more on heaven on earth rather than the suffering that's going on earth. And again, it's important to acknowledge the shadow and to forgive ourselves through it and to not ignore the shadow and the things that are going on in the world. But you want to create a balance of acknowledging, forgiving, and loving yourself, the shadow and the ego, and then also focusing and allowing ourselves to start experiencing heaven and start focusing on, okay, well, what's heaven mean to me? And start speaking heaven on earth as if you're already living it. Like, I'm so freaking happy and grateful. I get to wake up every day living my dreams. I get to travel the world. I get to help people create miracles in their life. Like, this is my fucking heaven. all the people in the world, all races, all humans, all genders, all beings are together as one, loving each other, expressing themselves authentically and unapologetically, and loving each other anyway. Even through our differences, we're accepting each other. And it's just a beautiful life to be living. Thank you, universe. It is fucking done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. Speaking that shit passionately, authentically, no matter if you think it's crazy or maybe this will never happen, who gives a fuck? Eventually it's going to happen. The more that you speak it into existence, the more you forgive and love yourself anyway, and forgive your family, your friends, and the universe anyway, and start to focus more on heaven, knowing that you're worthy and deserving of your own heaven. What are your working messages? Aw, thank you. Yay, I love you guys so much. And this is what we're here to do. This is our life purpose, is to create heaven on earth. That is literally our life purpose, why we have reincarnated right now, why humans, and you can call yourself a starseed, healer, empath, alien, whatever you want to call yourself, dragon, empress, whatever you want to call yourself. We reincarnated here to create our own heaven on earth. Because when you create your own heaven, and when you are in your authentic truth, you inspire other people to do the same thing. So then those people start to do it and create their heaven, and then other people do, and then other people do, and it creates this big, beautiful fucking ripple effect that is glorious. So the more that you tap into your heaven and affirm every day, this is my heaven, I am choosing to live in my heaven, and if for some reason I have fears and anxieties come up, I'm going to choose to understand why these are coming up, love and forgive myself anyway, and do something that helps me get out of that state or accept the state that I'm in, like meditation, doing yoga, running, crying if you have to, going on an angry walk if you have to, doing what you must to move through and accept yourself so you can continue to create your own heaven on earth. And that is what I'm here to do, just like everyone else here. As I was saying, when we tap into our divine blueprint and become our own master psychics and healers, we become master manifestors, and we become masters of our own reality. Everybody is a master. Everyone is a master of themselves. It's just a matter of tapping into that and remembering the truth that you're a master healer, you're a master manifestor, you're a master psychic, you're a master of your own reality. And that is what I'm here to do for other coaches and masters, is to help you tap in to that mastery again, so you can continue to create miracles in your life, so we can continue to all rise together and create heaven on earth. And so I'm feeling really called to also share that I was listening to this podcast this morning, and it's already a movement. It's called Project Heaven on Earth. So I would love if, whether you want to share the last post or just share on your timeline, share what your heaven on earth is, and speak it into existence as if it's already real, and just put a hashtag, and say Project Heaven on Earth, and invite other people in to share their heaven, so we can continue to focus on where we would want to go instead of focusing too much on the problem. Again, because we need balance in our life. Hey guys, hello. Continue to create heaven. So I just really want to encourage everyone. You can even post it in the comments below. What is your heaven on earth? What would you be doing if you were already living in heaven? Heaven is not, maybe it is a place you go when you die. I don't know. I'm not like the all eternal God. I don't know that. But I know that we can start creating heaven right now by speaking into existence as if we're already living it. And the more that we can share with other people that this is real, we can live our heaven on earth, the more it's going to help raise the vibration of the planet and help inspire other people to start living their truth and living in their heaven on earth. So I would love if you guys would put it in the comments, share it, tell other people to share their own heaven on earth. Again, it's literally already a movement, this Project Heaven on Earth. So the more people that do it, the more people that we're inspiring, the more that we can uplift the planet and continue the ascension. Because no matter what, we're going to be ascending anyway, honey. So, and I also want to invite anybody else in for a free Divine Blueprint diagnosis, because I have one more spot left in my one-on-one coaching. Whether you want coaching or not, or do you want to be in my program or not, I'm here to help the Ascended Masters tap back into their mastery, back into their psychic and healing gifts, back into the mastery of who they are so they can continue to create heaven on earth, because that is the whole point of why we are here, is to create our own heaven. Hey, so whether you want to coach with me or not, it doesn't matter. I still want to provide value for you and to help you tap back into your divine blueprint. So it's totally free. It's just a 20-minute session, but I still want to help you guys in any way that I can. I love you so much. Again, if you want to join the movement, please share your version of heaven on earth, what it is for you, and just tag Project Heaven on Earth. Again, it is already a movement. There's already hundreds of people doing it, and it's just something that resonates so deeply with me. And if it resonates with you, please share so we can continue to uplift the fucking planet. I love you. I love you guys. I'm gonna go. Peace out.